Hey guys, welcome to another installment of my kitchen project. I'm going to be doing the butcher block countertops today, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is acacia wood. You can get butcher blocks in all different types of wood. This is just what Lowe's had, and I figured if I'm going to be staining it, I can pretty much make it look the color I want. So as long as it's a hardwood, oak, maple, beechwood, acacia, they're all good, they're all solid. The way that I'm going to be installing this is actually pretty simple. I'm just going to be using some 1.5" screws. Now I made a little mock-up here. What I have underneath this butcher block right now is 3/4 inch plywood. That's what I fastened onto all the cabinets. Now you can use 1/2 inch plywood. I have some 3/4 inch round, and I don't mind the extra thickness. And the way that I'm going to be fastening this is real simple. I'm just going to make, I'm going to make a 3/8 inch hole in the plywood. Then I'm going to sink this screw through it, and it's going to grab into the butcher block. Now the butcher block, I'm also going to make sure that I make a hole in here, or a pilot hole, but I'm not going to make a pilot hole as big, maybe 5/32 in here, just enough so that the screw doesn't split the wood. But the reason I want such a wide hole on the plywood is just so that this butcher block, when it expands and contracts, can kind of move around. If it's glued down and the wood wants to expand or wants to contract, it's going to warp, it's going to torque, it's going to crack. So you want to have some movability. Now, the way that I'm going to make sure that the screw head holds, or the screw holds, is just with a washer. I have a waterfall edge. I'm going to be using these brackets. The way that I cut this butcher block is just with a 60-tooth circular saw and a chalk line. The way that I do the seams is with a little bit of wood putty, and I hold the seams together using some timber glue. This one is Tight Bond 3, which I really like. And then I'm also going to be using a biscuit joiner to seam the seams together. Now, a biscuit joiner is basically just this tool that puts in this little kind of wooden apparatus that sticks into one side and creates a cavity on the other side. And when the two go together, it creates like a tongue and groove, almost like the way a hardwood would go together. And once that's done, I'm going to sand everything down. I'm going to use an orbital sander. I have 80 grit, 120, and 220. I actually found this handy multi-pack. And then once everything is done and I'm ready to finish this, I'm just going to be using cutting board oil. And it says cutting board oil, but what this essentially is just mineral oil. It might take up to 5 coats for it to actually saturate. But once it's saturated in there, you're good for a couple months, depending on how dry the area you're in is. And you just want to make sure that you keep it re-oiled every couple months. So that's it for now. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully it turns out good. I think it's going to be all right. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And I'll keep you posted. Tune in next time. Hopefully this kitchen turns out good.